So, Space Jam 2 came out upon a delay because of COVID, starring LeBron James and Bugs Bunny.
And a slew of other
things.
NBA
Yeah.
athletes.
Were they really in it?
and WNBA athletes.
They weren't in it. Like the original Space Jam, Charles had a storyline, like the
They all
Monstars.
did.
They had a storyline. They were in the clinic,
Don't start comparing it now,
Okay.
because we're going down the wrong
So
path.
roughly, to sum up the thing, is it starts off with young LeBron, and we get imprinted that he's been a hard worker his whole career, and he basically took fun
Can't play Game Boy.
away. So his parents,
It's just about work.
it's just about work. So cut to LeBron, present day LeBron. He's instilling his work ethic
Into
to his sons, and his son wants to go off on his own path,
digital journey.
and he wants to make a game, and LeBron wants him to focus on basketball,
Being an overbearing parent.
the definition of it.
Yeah.
So he has a coincidental meeting with Warner Brothers, and there's a computer program with
LG Rhythm by Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle for some reason.
He's very versatile. He can play anything.
He can play anything, but that was a weird role.
it was a weird role.
So
Whoever wrote that, whoever.
yeah, we're gonna get to it.
Creepy.
So basically, he's a computer program. So whatever Warner Brothers pitched to them, he dubs it, and then the computer program felt a certain way, so he plans to sabotage by grabbing his son, and they have to play basketball to solve
Get him out.
everything.
Yeah.
So that's the rough summation of the movie. It's in
But
theaters.
his
and
son
HBO
made a
Max.
video game, and Don Cheadle took the video game to play his father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you think, Jared?
I liked it. For this, I like the best scenes to me were when they were finding the characters, finding the old Toon Squad, and they were jumping in each scene, like the Matrix scene and certain things like that. I was like, that was hilarious. But I think they forced it in certain areas. They had to keep revamping back to the old Space Jam. The characters were saying it most of the time. I remember this, I remember that. So they did have to bite off the old Space Jam, but it was
Typical
a good movie.
reboot.
Yeah,
Typical
they had
reboot?
to, but it was a pretty good movie overall.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right, Vic, what did you think?
I couldn't even get through it. I couldn't get through it. I get it in a sense. I get the bigger picture. I get why Jordan did Space Jam in '96 or whatever, and I get why LeBron did it now. Like, LeBron has always been about legacy, and it's even in the fucking title. Like, he put legacy in the title, and that's not by accident. LeBron has always been somebody who's always pre-thought, post-thought, during thought, always turned it into legacy. And especially, I think The Last Dance has a lot to do with this. Like, once The Last Dance came out and it was all Jordan, that's been coming out for a while, right? Like, that's been bouncing around.
Anticipation.
Right.
for that.
So that project has been around since they taped it. So like the Last Dance, whatever. So in like 03, somebody was gonna make something. In 08, somebody was gonna make something. In 16, so he knew that it was coming.
Well, originally too, Space Jam was supposed to be Blake Griffin, right? Originally.
Yeah, because he's an actual actor and he tries to.
And he's
Yeah.
on Team Jordan.
Yeah. There was a commercial, even like when the basketball. Remember they had the commercial.
LeBron wasn't have that.
It was supposed to be all Team Jordan characters.
Athletes, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Braun wasn't having that. It's legacy. So I get it, right? And I was 8 when I saw Space Jam, 7 when I saw Space Jam the first time. It was meant for a 7-year-old. Jordan doesn't really act. He's not like an actor. So when I want to shit on LeBron's acting, because it's so bad,
Atrocious.
it gave me like
You know what's
heartbreak.
weird? He was actually pretty decent in what is it? Trainwreck.
The funny one.
Yeah, Trainwreck,
he
right?
played himself.
He's literally playing
he's
himself
playing
right
himself.
now.
No,
I'm
it's-
just saying, in Trainwreck, he played what? Athlete. He played LeBron James.
Yeah, no, he played LeBron James, but
And
he was a better.
smoking LeBron James. He's always talking. Yeah,
He was a
He's
better
literally
LeBron
playing
James.
LeBron James. In
I
this.
know. I'm just saying.
Oh.
saying
No, but he was playing like
saying it
LeBron.
like it was
Like
different.
no,
Yeah,
like
it's
this
different.
is his actual life. And Trainwreck, he was playing LeBron James, but it was
As
a
a friend,
fictional
yes.
friend with the doctor, and then they were going out for drinks. Like that's
And they have actually, I don't know who wrote this. I'm sure they spent $150 million. So I'm sure they gave money to writers.
well, Blue Mind. It was like originally it was Ryan Coogler. That's the only way I give it a chance. It said Ryan Coogler was gonna direct originally. Originally.
Who wrote it?
Now he's just executive producer or something like that. I don't know who wrote
Algae Rhythm,
it. Algeria.
like the
AI.
space.
I think it was like it's algae.
It's an algorithm.
Yeah, algorithm.
Algorithm.
Yeah.
Algae
Yeah.
rhythm. But that's terrible.
It's
Yo.
horrible, and the character was a little creepy and everything. It was,
So whatever. So I don't want to trash it but I even hit up my 13-year-old little cut. Like, do kids like this?
Yeah, that was
They
my
didn't even
thing.
like it.
no.
That's the thing, like the major issue with like Star Wars, right? Like most people in our age, we saw Star Wars when we were kids, right? And then as an adult, it still kind of holds up, but they're still kids. But then when they made the new ones, you realize then, yeah, these are kids movies. But a movie like Space Jam obviously it's a kids movie, the original. But when you watch an adult, there's stuff for adults in there.
Space Jam was more of like a basketball-based movie. This one was based.
because it had Bill Murray, it had Wayne Knight, it had it had elements that make it universal.
But this movie,
This one looks
This one-
strictly for kids. I think that's the
because they
disconnect.
made it a principle. Oh, it's about you can't force your kids to do this. Oh, everybody's gonna be different. Stuff like that. You watch the Michael Jordan one. That's about basketball. That's about all the players trying to get their power. That stuff is
Yes.
strong. That's all about basketball. You see the moves and everything. They were
That's
doing.
where I was going
Yeah.
to with this, with the whole legacy thing. Kids don't watch basketball, and if they do, they don't like LeBron James right now. They like Curry. They like LaMelo. They
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Trey.
like,
He's not.
If rap was basketball, they'd be like the Locks. LeBron would be like the Locks.
no,
No.
LeBron would be
No.
like Drake. LeBron would be like Jay-Z right now.
Oh, you think so? Oh, Jay-Z. That's better.
Yeah,
I
LeBron.
was
He's
gonna
like
say
the old,
Jadakiss, but like
because he's literally
I'm
20
talking about
years
90s
in.
era. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, no, he'd be like.
LeBron's still more for the entertainment. He does stuff for the entertainment. He's not really trying to do stuff.
No,
for
but he's talking about kids right now. Kids like who's the who's the
kids want
popular
entertainment.
Drake
Michael
is like
Jordan was
Steph
doing it
Curry
because
and
Drake and
No.
Steph Curry. Yeah,
that's what I
LaMelo Ball
meant.
would be Lil Baby.
Yeah, exactly. So there's different eras. So
Yeah, for right now.
the kids right now who's it directed to
Yeah, a little bit.
aren't LeBron James heavy like that.
But that's why he tried to put other people on. But I'm saying for legacy wise,
Yeah.
I'm just saying he did it. This is just a mantle. This is just something he puts up on his mantle. This is all this is.
Yeah, I mean,
At the end of the day, he needs those stats. When you put up his career and Jordan's career,
I think it's irrefutable now that he wants to be Jordan, right? He wants
And a little bit of Kobe. You know, Kobe won a Grammy,
No, that was post. It's just Kobe. Kobe's separate. I feel like it's every other generation.
But
People
Kobe
who
did
are-
his own thing.
Yeah,
Kobe
it was different.
He wants
He
to do his
came with
own
a
thing.
documentary.
School.
Yeah, he came with a documentary. That's a different.
That's a different
LeBron's had.
approach. Yeah, no.
LeBron could do anything he wants. He's making Friday 13th. You know what I'm saying? He can
but
do whatever
you
he
have to
wants.
do what they did, and then plus a little more, and that's what he's doing.
You don't
He's like,
remake-
oh, you made a movie. I'm gonna make a movie and create a school.
You don't
Oh,
re-
let me win a Grammy off this movie too, or well, not a Grammy. I mean,
No, I'm
win a-
saying that's what I'm saying. There's lanes. Like you don't remake a movie made famous by the guy you're always compared to. You know what I'm saying
He couldn't
Unless-
do any better if it was stepped on like that. That was a legendary movie. That's why he was like,
Yeah.
"Can I recreate the wheel, or should I just jump on the bandwagon?" That was the best thing. We like we said, Blake Griffin was supposed to be there, Team Jordan. He probably brought that whole movie line, the whole everything.
I think if Blake Griffin was in it, Jordan would have been in it, and then they would have like bounced it off like a new generation or something like that.
LeBron just made it about him. This is literally his family,
Yes.
him being an overbearing dad, about his kids.
that
It's
his
the
real
principle
kids?
of yeah.
No.
it's not.
No, that wasn't his kids.
Was
No.
his real wife? I don't know.
No,
anything
none
about
of
that.
They were all
none of it.
actors.
All
They were
of
all
them
actors.
actors. It was bad.
He didn't
thought
try to
was
Will
gonna use
Smith
his
it and
son.
put his own kids on. That's what I thought he would
I
too.
thought he,
I thought he
was his
would,
son.
you know?
Bryce could have been a good character in here.
I think the main reason I watched it was for Looney Tunes. I fucks with Looney Tunes,
Heavy.
and they fucking didn't do justice to the Looney Tunes.
And
Yo,
had
they
the-
first of all,
Bugs Bunny, they fucking butchered Bugs Bunny. Daffy kept it going. Daffy, my man.
what they
Daffy.
do to Lola, but Lola Bunny used to be
Bunny-
fine as fuck. Lola Bunny was hot, like the second hottest cartoon to me. Period.
Yeah.
And then now she was like, oh, and didn't they? I read somewhere you would be pissed. Didn't they kick out Pepe Le Pew? Didn't they cancel
cut
him?
his
Yeah,
scenes
they cut his scenes.
because
That's
it was
bullshit.
and I don't agree with that because it was supposed to be a teaching moment when like LeBron was saying, "Hey Pepe, you gotta calm down."
Wow.
And they cut that
Pepe
scene out.
was really out.
They re-
Crazy. I just
because-
realized that.
Yeah, if it
Kissed
came
the
out
ball
last
in the
year,
rim, 2 points.
he would have been in
That
it
was
last
it.
year. But during the cancellation,
They had to cut his scenes.
they had to cut his
Yeah,
scenes.
that was
Yeah,
That's
what I heard.
so
Crazy.
crazy. That's crazy, son. That's crazy.
Oh, one of the cameras. And I think they were over dramatic with the scoring. It was like 1,000 something to 1,000 something. I was like, come on, son.
I mean, whatever.
It was.
That's
I mean,
getting
that's
into
like
Down
semantics.
points, son.
at that point it was anyway.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
was-
I'm
No, I'm
saying.
saying with
It's about
Lola,
the insanity
going
with
back
the
to
kids.
Lola Bunny, right? They desexualized her, right?
100%.
But why what the granny? Like the granny was like on the drinking with her ass on the table.
They gave all the sexy from Lola to the granny because it's safer.
it's safer.
And they had the nerve to say, "Oh, Space Jam is not supposed to be for kids." The Looney Tunes is not for kids. The whole Looney Tunes special, everything was never for kids. All that stuff was never for kids. It had a lot of what's it called? Stuff hidden behind the features, and they do that in here. The drinking of grandma for kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what I thought was
PG
gonna be
movie.
cut was my man Sam. He said shoot the ball. He come out with the fucking he started shooting up the ball. I thought that was gonna be and that's in there.
Listen, man,
Yeah, when he shot up the ball.
He shot
yeah.
up the ball.
I
like-
get
When she was
it.
drinking, I thought it was too far too. I was like, if y'all gonna say this is for kids, it's not for us to be watching. They shouldn't have took those scenes out. They know what it's for. Like the Matrix, they had a scene with they had to go find a character in the Matrix. None of these kids know about the Matrix. We watched the Matrix when we were
20 years old.
that's a good ass movie. Like
And-
those
and-
scenes that we would relate to.